Mhm.
Okay, you guys. So as you see, I look better. I look in clear vision. So I don't want to make you look like something's wrong with your eyes, even though we all know something's wrong with mine. But I wanted to go ahead and get started. And my first person is, well, my only person who's been so patient is Rashad. Is from Rashad G Reviews. So we're about to go ahead and bring him in right now because he is like my brother from another mother, being so patient with me doing this. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring him in right now. I think soon.
I'm trying
Hi.
Oh my goodness. What
You
is
better thank
up?
her, but you thank her right here, my daughter, for Lord have mercy. Just let's just get past this.
Yeah, I was. Oh shit! I think I froze.
Are you pros?
I think so. Can you see
Okay.
me? Can you see me on your end?
Yeah, with your okay, let me see. How do I unfreeze you?
You can't. Is that's just StreamYard for you? You just have to wait till it unfreezes.
Okay.
Okay. Matter of fact, let me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the studio and try to come back. See if that'll work.
Oh God, don't tell me I have to put you back in, do I?
Okay. Yes, but okay. So when you see me come in, all you do is click on where it says let guest in. Just click on that, and then I'll be right there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, you guys. So I have Rashad here, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I am in California where we are this close to needing boats to get around. It is raining so hard out here. I mean, it's not raining super hard, but it's raining a lot for California. So, all right, that is the good part. We'll be nice and green afterwards. People like enough with small talk, Chicky. Okay, so while we are waiting for Rashad to come back in, I did go check out the new house party. Why? I do not know because it was really, really not that good. I'm still trying to be nice about it. It was bad. I mean, bad. I mean, if I think Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood from back in the day, the Wayans movie, was excellent compared to this, then that means it's pretty bad. It kind of was just a lot of nothing. So at first I thought it was because, well, I'm older, maybe I don't understand some of these jokes or something like that. But I mean, if you listen to more than just my review and maybe Rashad G's review or just anybody, look up the new house party, you will see that it is not getting very good reviews. And that is because I don't know what they were thinking. That movie is really, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. I want to just say ridiculous, but it's just really, gosh, I hate to say a waste of time, but it is a waste of your time if you go see it. But why did they make it? I have no idea why they would make that because I don't know who paying to see that. Bad news travels better, I mean, faster than good news. Okay, so I think Rashad is here. Let's see.
I was just gonna check.
Okay, not yet, not yet. But what I was going to say, bad news travels way faster than good news. So when you think about a movie like this, you would want to have good reviews. Knowing that LeBron James had a hand in it, putting his money towards it, I don't know why he would do that because I know he has kids and they have known about House Party. But for him to do something like this, it was not probably the best idea if you're trying to make money. Now, he has a lot of money, so maybe he wasn't trying to make any money. But I definitely think that this was something he should have passed on this project. It does. I don't want to say it looks low budget because you did get a lot of cameos. You had a lot of cameos from some big people that came into this movie. And I mean, that's the fun part about it. But I mean, come on, we see stuff like that on TMZ all the time. We can see celebrities talking just for a minute. So I'm just like, okay, that's no big thing. So when I think back to when I seen House Party back in the day, it was a whole different time, but it was a whole different like feeling, you know. Actually, it wasn't as much technology as it is now. So of course, it's going to be a lot of things that are different. And oh my gosh, Rashad is here to save me. So let's see. Okay, come here. I just pressed on right here, like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Yay.
Man, look, the devil is busy. Like for some reason, my laptop just like froze on me like out of nowhere.
Are you serious?
So I had to power the whole thing down, and it's never done this before.
It back up. Oh my God! It's probably like, do not go to Lovely's thing. This is going horrible right now. Your laptop is like, don't do it, Rashad. Don't do it.
No, I said, Satan, get thee behind me. Shoot.
Thank you so much for just even gracing me with your presence today. As you see, I am becoming better with my tech savviness, if that's even a word. But for you to be here, I appreciate you so much. You know that.
No problem. No problem. Let's get into this.
Okay, so I already was just talking a little bit about, I mean, it's kind of like what you said. Why? Why would they make something like this? Why would LeBron make something like this? And I feel like he didn't want to make any money. He couldn't have wanted to make any money because bad news is going to travel faster than good news. And once people see this movie or even hear about it, you saw how I felt about it. Why would anyone want to go see it? So I don't understand what was the purpose of making it. What do you think?
Well, I noticed a lot of people are capping for this movie for some reason.
Really?
I've watched a couple of reviews and they said, "Oh, the movie is actually has some flaws to it, but other than that, the movie's really good." And I even reposted an ad for the movie where they were just like everybody was talking about how great it was, how funny it was, and I'm like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I guess. Yeah, it's been getting some decent feedback from us, but I think it's mostly cap. It's just people capping. They know the movie's bad, but they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, they don't want to admit it, and maybe they're LeBron James fans. I mean, are you a LeBron James fan? Because that's what I thought for a minute when they first realized. Okay, so this is like spoilers. There's going to be spoilers in here about it. When they first realized they was in his house and stuff like that, I mean, I felt like people who know LeBron or really love LeBron would have been like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's what's up. Just the fact that they in his real house. But it was like pointless. I was just like, okay, and can we get let's keep it moving, So that.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I'm not a hater either. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, honestly, I have nothing bad to say about LeBron. Like, he gets a lot of hate, and I don't understand why, because you can't find anything negative about him to say. Like, he doesn't have any scandals, no drug scandals, no sleeping around with other women and stuff like that. Been with the same chick since high school, raising his two sons. One's about to go to the NBA. So I salute the brother, but I think he needs to stay away from movies, though. Because I think word on the street is that the same director that made this is trying to do a remake of White Men Can't Jump.
Oh no, he better not. He better not touch White Men Can't Jump. No, he better not touch that. Are you serious? So that's Cat Media. What is it? Catalastic. What is it?
Something like that. Yeah, Catalytic, something.
Yeah, catalytic conversion. No, I'm just no. We have a problem with that, with people stealing. It's like a law in California, but I saw that, so I don't know what's going on with that. I hope he doesn't. It's just maybe he's putting the money behind it. It's just a script. I mean, let's just, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. I mean,
well, listen, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna have more to say about this movie than me because I didn't make it. I walked out about maybe 30 or 40 minutes into the movie. And okay, I'll tell you, the exact exact moment I walked out was when DC Young Fly was sitting there smoking bud, and he saw that damn koala bear, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what am I watching?
This is ridiculous. Okay.
This is ridiculous. And plus, I was doing my ugly snore. I was snoring. It was like only 4 of the people in the theater. I was number 5. I was sitting down in row B. And okay, there's levels to my snoring, right? So sometimes if I'm just like kind of bored, it's like, or this time I said,
where they gotta like shake you to wake you up, like you wake yourself up and stuff like that. Okay, right. Hey Mike, I see Mike is on here. Let's see. All right,
Big Mike, what's up?
Okay. Okay, hey. Okay, 2 legends. Yeah, right. Thanks so much. What was I gonna say? Okay, do you remember when I tried to call you right as it was happening? Because right as that, I did my Instagram story about it. About like this, I don't like this, like this shit is weak, this is whack, and stuff. That's when I walked out. So I walked out just probably right before that time when they were talking about he drinks too much. When he was talking about all the things he did. Now that I did, I was like, That was kind of funny when he's talking about how he drinks Hennessy and he's doing a thing. And then at the baby shower, whatever, reveal and stuff, I was just like, woo, I can't do this. I was like, let me just go on and go. And I was kind of, I don't know, maybe I was hangry because I was like, this is stupid. I'm not about to sit here and watch this. I'm going to go ahead and get me 2 for 1. I'm about to go try to sneak into planes or something like that.
Oh, and so you didn't finish the movie either?
No.
Okay, I thought I was the only one. Yeah.
I didn't finish it either, but I was like, well, I'm sure he finished it. Then you told me you did when I saw your review. I was like, okay. So we really just going to talk about House Party. But
listen, I mean, but that just goes to show how bad this movie is. I've never walked out of a movie before. I mean, a few years ago, I got The Hookup 2 came out, right? The Master P movie. Okay. And luckily, I watched that at home because if I went to the movies to see that, I would have walked out on that one too.
Right.
That was bad as well. But the closest I ever come to walking out of a film was Jumanji 2. That's the closest I ever came to leaving.
That was kind of, very, very lackluster, that one. I didn't really care for that one either. I'm cheap, actually. So I wouldn't have walked out a movie either unless I felt like there's no way I'm going to sit here. I have way more important things to do than sit here with this. And so even sitting here talking about movies, I felt, it was my duty to stay. But then I also felt like it wasn't. Go ahead and read that for me because my phone I can't see.
You can't see it. Okay. Hey, lovely. Your IG story literally had me hollering and laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes. That shit whack. I would not believe how many times I ran that back.
You guys, I can't find my glasses now, so I was like, okay, why is this happening to me today? So yes, I'm gonna need you to do that for me. Thank you.
Okay.
And yes, I'm sorry.
We got one more.
Yes, laughing. Okay.
Yeah, we got one more. Blacktastic in the house. Blacktastic, salute, brother.
Hey.
This gotta be the first review that the reviewers, neither one finished the movie.
Yes, Facts. It is the first one. It is the first one. Yes. So mine is definitely epic because this is my first live that it took me forever to figure it out and I can't even see practically. But the fact is
how many fingers am I holding up?
It's 2. I just see like that. I couldn't afford the iPhone. What is it? The 13 Pro Max. I just have the 13. So it's a little smaller. Okay. So yes. Hey, D-Man. Yes, that is how I was feeling in the moment. And it's so funny. I posted that on TikTok and people love when you don't like something because I'm getting all kind of people hitting me saying stuff about it. Like, it's trash. So I'm like, okay, so people do like to really bash movies. And that's what I feel like I'm getting a lot of views on TikTok about that same one I posted.
Well, I want to interject real quick. In my experience, right? When you bash, when I've bashed a black
movie.
Woo, man, let me tell you something. I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm a coon. I'm a sellout. I'm a crab in a barrel.
No.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense though, because we're being honest. You would rather us say that we don't like it than maybe
Right.
somebody who's not a POC or person of color. You would rather
Mhm.
us say that is trash than someone else, I would think. That's how I felt about Wakanda. I mean, Lord forbid that I said I was nervous to say I didn't like it. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean I don't respect Chadwick or I don't respect the actors. I
Yeah.
just didn't like it due to the action part of it. So, I was nervous too about that. So I feel you
I
on
mean,
that.
but then again, but a lot of people ain't gonna come after you because first of all, you're a lot cuter than I am. All right, I'm a bald fat guy. I'm a bald fat guy who talks about movies, so they have no problem coming after me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it could go either way. I'm just still starting climbing up
Yeah.
there. So we'll definitely see as time goes on. But I loved your review about it. It was so good. It was dead on about the
Thank
stuff
you.
because I'm like you. I can do silly. I can do silly,
Mhm.
but silly with really no purpose or direction is kind of really hard.
Right.
So
Definitely.
that's
I
what I felt.
mean, well, okay, let me ask you if we can highlight anything about the movie, even though neither one of us finished it. Let's get this out the way. Were there any
Okay.
positives? Anything that you could say that wasn't so bad?
I'm from California,
Okay.
born and raised in Cali. So I love the fact that what they showed about California, like kind of, I don't know, because I like nails and stuff too. I don't really wear them that much anymore because I stabbed myself in the eye, but that's a whole different story. I promise I stabbed myself in the eye. And the only reason I'm not looking like Captain Ron right now with a patch is because it shot on the side, but it almost stabbed my eye out. So I haven't been wearing nails. I'm
Ouch.
practically done for right now, but it
Okay.
showed like, getting your nails done, stuff like that. It showed a little bit of Venice Beach. I think it's the cinematography that I really, really appreciated. You came in right out the bat with just, California. That's why I was like, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, Cali, it's about to be on. So that part I really, really enjoyed. Yeah, that's
Kind of it. That's where the compliments end.
yeah, a little. That's where it ends because you got me with Friday mixed with How Highs. It felt like mixed with. You said another movie too. It was like all little pieces of those things all kind
Right.
of thrown together. Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Even the title font, the title font was straight from Friday. I'm like, that's Friday's font.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it is.
Like, and the question I asked, I was like, how is it that Ice Cube has been fighting so hard to make a fourth Friday movie, right? And Warner
Yeah.
Brothers, WB will not mess with them. You know what I mean? And at the same time, they give us a house party film that nobody asked for, but the fans are wanting another Friday movie. We're not getting that. But they say, hey, you know what? We're going to give you a house party instead. You're going to like this better.
Yeah.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Right. I don't know, because you still have some of the people from the original cast that is actually alive that I think maybe it could have been their kids. I mean, it was so many different ways you could have took it. I'm not sure. I like the fact in the first one, he snuck away. We all know what it's like to, go against what your parents is saying. So I think that's what we're rooting for him for, doing something bad he's not supposed to. So I think, that part, and then it's all kind of different messages in it. But I thought they were gonna go with those type of directions. But
yeah, you hit the nail on the head. What made that first movie so magical and so iconic was that it was something that we could all relate to. Whatever walk of life you was in, you could relate to something in that movie. You know what I'm saying? You had real characters, relatable characters. Like, okay, I know somebody like that in the hood. I know somebody like that, from wherever. You know what I'm saying? It was something in there familiar. Whereas with this one, it was all over the top slapstick, anything to get a laugh. You know what I mean?
But and see, I thought, here's what I thought. I thought, like, when I hit you, I was like, when I sent you the voice thing, I was like, okay, well, maybe that my mom didn't see House Party when it came out. So maybe it was for a younger generation, this particular House Party, because I was like, maybe I just can't relate. I had to try to give it something like that. And then when you said, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm right. I'm right.
Yeah.
It does suck. So I was like, some things are universal, but maybe this is what the young people want to see. They want to see stuff like this. I wasn't
Yeah.
getting so.
Well, I mean, when you know something's good, where everybody loves it, because when the first House Party came out, that was definitely
Yeah.
for a younger crowd. But then when I
Yeah.
rented it from Blockbuster and came home, my moms loved it. My aunties loved it.
Okay, right.
Everybody
Okay,
loved that movie. Young, old, whatever. What I'm
okay,
saying?
it was
The
universal.
pastor loved the
Exactly.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What I'm saying? So it was just universally loved. Where this one is
Yeah.
like, I guess the audience is. I guess they really wanted to pander more to a younger audience. But I think even I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I guarantee if she watches, she's not gonna like it.
She wouldn't have liked it either.
She's not gonna like it. Nah. We got some comments here if you want me to read them.
Please.
Okay, so D the movie man says, yes, my friend Tyra Struggle Reviews TV did a review slamming that garbage sequel Coming to America that was trash too.
Yeah.
And she got called everything but a child of God.
Man.
Yeah. It's crazy. I love black films, but they're not exempt from criticism. We can't love and blindly praise everything all the time. Facts.
That's true. Facts.
The legendary D is in the chat. What's up, D Movie Man? That's from Mike. Did you see that? Let's see. It sounds like Rashad would rather watch The Northman or Barbarian than House Party. Yes.
Really? Yes. And I know what you felt about Barbarian.
Yes.
That was like The Hills Have Eyes kind of hidden in the room or something like that.
Hated it.
I could imagine. You said hated it
with a passion. Rashad rather have that 4K nipple than House Party. Yeah, that's the thing for Barbarian. That hairy nipple that was like in your face.
I'm on this like, that's funny.
Yeah, have you seen Barbarian?
I have not. No, it seems after I heard your review and then stuff like that, you guys know how I am. And if you don't, I have a weak stomach. And most of the time I'm like this or like this when I'm watching a movie, because I don't know. I feel like, like Martin or something. I feel like that. And it's obviously in my head, but I just can't watch stuff like that.
Okay, so Terrifier 2 is out of the question.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely. 1 or 2. I know nothing like that is gross, gory, anything like that is gross to me. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah, if you have a weak stomach, if you have a weak stomach, it's definitely ain't for you.
No. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get a little better with that. I just but I do feel that it was just it was such a waste of time. But the original House Party, was so good. It's so funny. I was getting my hair done. Let me tell you something. So that's what I liked about the California things, showing us the things that we do. But I'm getting my hair done. I'm like, hey, let's watch House Party. So we're watching House Party. I had to force myself to not say, the script, to say everything verbatim. I know that whole movie.
Yes.
I know that whole movie. I was like, I know this so well. I know this more than my Miranda rights. You know what I'm saying? I know everything in this movie. So I was like, this is really a classic if I know everything about it, And that was
so many iconic moments, man. It's like so many one-liners, and like, I mean, you don't even have to say the name of the movie. You could just say a line,
exactly,
and most people will know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
like all you gotta do is say, "I'll kick your fucking ass." House Party, yeah.
For real. I'm sorry I can't play it, but I'm kind of busy with your girlie on my lap. I don't know why I like that part. With your girlie on my lap. It's so funny. It's so childlike, but still fun. It makes you think like they're still young-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I love about it.
Okay, even them. Okay, so in the new one, they have the new Full Force type characters. And by the way, I like those actors. Okay, so the one guy was Dre from Power, and the other guy was, if you watch Snowfall, Man Boy. So I did recognize it, but I'm like, okay, they're supposed to be Full Force. Nah, not even close.
It's not the same. I don't know what was missing. The formula, something. I just wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it.
Everything was missing. There was no authenticity in there. Besides the California stuff, that you're from Cali, okay, that's relatable. But other than that, the character's not memorable. There's no. Like all the jokes fell flat. Like I didn't laugh not one time in this movie,
But
And
it did fall flat.
to me, DC Young Fly, he's kind of hit or miss for me because I like him on Wildin'
Exactly.
Out. I like him on
Yeah.
Wildin' Out, but on movies, no, he's ripping off Chris
No.
Tucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. That's why I thought I was the only one that felt like that. I like him on Wildin' Out, but I feel like it's more of a scripted thing because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen them how they work on Wildin' Out. They have to do a whole thing with it. And I feel like when he's on his own, he's not funny to me. He's really not
Right.
funny. And so when I seen him, I was like, okay. I like the shoes. I like the slippers that look like Jordans. Where are we
Mm-hmm.
going with this? Because he's walking
Right.
in. And then when they were talking about when he drinks with the Hennessy, I was like, like I said, I was like, But he's not that funny.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, another highlight I do want to point out is the actor that played the lead. I think his name is Jacob Lattimore.
Jacob. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I will give him props because he did look like he was trying. You know what I'm saying? Like his performance was like, okay,
He
he's
knew
trying.
what the assignment was. Like, I'm about to do this the best I can.
Yes. So I can definitely see him in other stuff and other projects, but it felt like he was in the wrong movie because the other guy, what's his name, Damon or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like his character at all. I couldn't get into him. Yeah.
He's a new and upcoming actor, and I did read that they were trying to find new talent, like new and upcoming actors. The reason why Jacob Lattimore ended up being in it because I recognized him from The Chi. I used to watch a lot of The Chi. So he actually came in last minute because the original person was George or Jorge. What? Come on, Jorge. George. It starts with a J. No,
Jorge Jackson. Jorge Robinson.
It's George, but it starts with a J. Okay. So George.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Jorge, you have to put the accent in it.
His last name. Okay, he was originally supposed to be in it. He's played in so many things. One of the most memorable roles that he had, it was a movie called The Land, and it was about skaters. And they're young skaters, and they come up on this money, but it's drug money, and they have to end up paying the money back. And it's kind of a coming-to-age movie. It has Machine Gun Kelly in it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this actor was originally supposed to play in it. And I guess he pulled out for mental health reasons. And now after I see it, he was like, I can't be messing up my whole career trying to do this trash. So he pulled out at the last minute, and they went ahead and put Jacob Lattimore in. And for him to come in second and try to act like, you know what I'm saying, like they're good friends and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that shows how much of a seasoned actor he is, because he did basically hold the movie together for them minutes. We might have walked out before they even got to cleaning the house, you know, without having him there, because you could tell he's seasoned. He knew what he was doing, very professional. So I definitely was happy he was in it for those moments,
Yeah. Well, and you're right. He carried every scene because even there was a scene where him and Damon were having an argument, and you can clearly see he was holding that scene together because the other guy's looking like I'm out this side of my league right here. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know how to.
I don't know how to back up.
I keep going, but I don't want another take. Yeah.
Right. Because they say acting is like playing tennis. Like the actors have to bounce off each other, and there was nothing to bounce off of. It was all Jacob doing his thing, and Damon sitting there like, okay. You gonna yell scene?
Like he was out of his league. Yeah, because it's actually funny because they wanted young people that were coming up, and I don't know if that was the best thing. You might have been better off grabbing some people from TikTok, you know what I'm saying, or some famous influencers. Maybe that would have helped, and then you would have also brought your own audience with you, your own base with you, because that I really just didn't understand. Another reason why the original house party was so good, the first one, is because that they're really friends. They're really friends. And when I watched it the other day, even though he didn't have Play with them, Kid is a pretty good actor. Kid is still a pretty good actor when he was talking to Robin Harris. And then when Play was by himself, he was still a pretty good actor. And then together, it was just like old friends chilling and talking. And I think that was really something you can't capture unless they're really friends already. That was the thing. So
Facts. Yeah,
yeah.
because I think all of them knew each other. Yeah, all of them because
Yeah.
Kid and Play and Martin that they all worked in the same call center together with Salt and Pepper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so and AJ Johnson, and Tisha Campbell already knew each other. So yeah, everybody. It was
Exactly.
like a little family on set.
Yeah, so that's the thing about it. I actually
Right.
seen a special that she had, or when I want to say, I'm not sure if it's Vlad TV was talking to her, and they said that she said she was paid $4,000 for the house party movie. Okay, and then it came out as you get more into the interview, she was paid $4,000 a week, but then she had to pay, like, I guess the screen what her agent, and then she had to pay for other things, and then she only came out making like $4,000 for the whole movie.
Wow.
And she made more from Burger King than she did from doing that movie.
Yeah.
She got offered a thing for Burger King because that scene with her in Play.
Mm-hmm.
So Burger King.
Oh yeah, Burger King. Yeah. I mean, but another way to see it too. Like, even though she got paid so little for that, but look at the doors that it opened for more opportunities.
Exactly.
Like when people saw House Party, how large it was. Now you see her in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You see her in the Inkwell. Baby boy. You know what I mean?
True.
So sometimes you get mad like, man, I only got paid this much, but then look at all the opportunities that come after that.
Yeah, it's something that would never go away. She's always going to be remembered for that character as Sheree. You know what I'm saying?
Sheree, grape or red?
For real. She was the first one. I like her because that's a part of right now, like the movement. Just because we had a good time does not mean I have to give you a kiss, boo boo. All right, bye, poop.
All right, don't get me started on that.
Okay, just because we danced, just because we did this, does not mean you have to get a kiss. Does not mean you get any form of affection. So
okay, no,
you don't believe that. All they did was dance.
No, but no. Shireen was a tease. Shireen was a tease because she liked both of them, but she really liked Play. Okay, she liked Play, but because Tisha Campbell wanted Kid, then she started pushing up on Kid. But she was a tease.
She was a good person. I think she don't know no girl code.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows girl code.
Okay.
But as far as that, I mean, just because they walked you home, you don't have to get a kiss and all that other stuff. I mean, so now that I watched it, I before, don't get me wrong, I was like, oh, why she being like that? She being on me. Now I feel like, okay, well, maybe you don't owe people nothing. If they they take you on a date, okay, I don't know if I have girls here. They take you on a date, all you have to say is thank you and good night. There you go.
Man, come on. At least a peck on the cheek or something, man. A hug.
A hug.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Man, quick story, man. I was living in Washington, right? And I took this chick out. At the time, it was called Blair. Yeah, it was Blair Witch 2, the second Blair Witch movie, right?
I remember that.
So we went to see that. We had a good time. Everything was cool. It was copacetic. And then now it came time for the nightcap, right? So now I'm walking into a door. I said, okay, this is the moment. I'm gonna get a good night kiss, a good night hug. So I go in to go get my hug, right? Like, and she stops. She says, "Skirt," and then she extends her hand out, and I'm looking like,
okay, what's this? Oh, for the handshake.
She went, she extends. She stopped. She put her hand on my chest and stopped me, and then she extended her hand. And I'm like, so I shook her hand, and she gave me like how I give a handshake, y'all give us like a wet fish. And so she went inside. I said, I got in the car, man. I cursed her out from A to Z when I got in my car, man. I drove home. I said, man, this mother and they're gonna. I spent all this money. I bought popcorn and gummy bears and shit.
Everything from the movies too. You bought it from the theater. Oh
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we went to Applebee's.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
I spent some money on this chick.
You spent a little bit of change. It should have been at least a hug. I do agree with you. She's wrong for that. You should have.
I couldn't even smell her perfume. I'm like, can I at least get close to you, smell your perfume or something?
Something.
Yeah. Like damn, like was my breath stink or like what happened?
But don't get it twisted. She's probably divorced right now because she doesn't know how to show her appreciation. So you have to look at it like that. What we got?
We got a comment, Blacktastic says you'll be walking home by yourself, buddy. Mike says, I want to hear more Rashad date stories. Oh man, I got
do.
some.
That needs to be a whole little thing right there.
Oh,
That
gosh.
does.
that was terrible. I was so mad when I got home. I was like, spend all this money on this girl. She gonna do that to me.
So wait a minute. So you didn't call her again?
Oh no, we went to the same school. We was in college together. So
you didn't see her again.
Yeah, but I think the reason for that is about 4 days later, she starts dating this basketball player. So I see her in the game room, and she has like this 6'5", high yellow dude with braids, on her arm, and I'm like, so that's the reason why she didn't want to. Okay, I got it.
So we'll go ahead and let that slide. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And of course, I couldn't stick my chest out, and because the guy was a lot bigger than I was. So
a lot taller, exactly.
I ain't gonna swell up on him. You know what I mean? Mike says Rashad and Blacktastic date stories. I'm thinking about a new live stream series now.
Exactly. I could imagine, because I'll be the first one in these comments definitely speaking up. No matter what it is, I definitely want to know more. And I was going to give you the women's perspective. For her, I don't know why she would do that. When you're young, you don't really know how to express yourself, and she should have expressed it a little bit better. Like, you kind of build up to it before the end of the day. You're such a good friend. You kind of start going that way before you get to the actual last part of the day. Let me just start throwing it in there, how much of a good friend you are. I can't wait till I can take you out. Let's try to build you up, so you kind of already know. Well, she keeps saying I'm such a good friend to her and stuff, and she okay, but the whole
she friend zoned me right there, and I was in the friend zone ever since. She got a free meal out of me. She got a movie. She got some gummy bears and popcorn, and then she kicked my ass to the curb, boom, and got with the all-star basketball player.
Right. You know how women are, and guys are too. When you're young, you don't know how to really express yourself like you want to. So
and plus, we say a lot of dumb stuff too. I'm talking about guys. Speaking for myself, I used to say a lot of dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't the smoothest cat in the world. Smooth. Like my father was smooth, but for some reason that shit skipped over me it went to my brother. Because
your brother. Okay.
Because I just oh shit, where did she go?
Okay, did it come back? Okay, that was my son calling me from Tennessee.
Okay.
He starts to look.
But scared the shit out of me from that. I said, wait a minute, do I gotta host this?
Right. I was like, what? He's buying stuff for his new place, so he's asking me things about it. And one of the main things that I've been pushing lately, you guys, which I did not know, people did not tell me, is you need a good bed from the gate. You need something comfortable. You ain't got to get like a Tempur-Pedic and all that really, really expensive, but you need to have a good mattress so you can sleep on. Like, that really matters, how your sleep is. I wish someone could have told me, years ago, you don't get the cheapest, you get the best quality, because you want to have a good sleep. So
especially when you get older, when you get 40, that becomes real important.
You need that. That is like Mando. So let me start you off now. Think about getting a nice one. So definitely.
All right, we got a couple more here. Blacktastic says, I got a gang of them. Yeah, I want to hear those. Mike says, the story with Rashad and the pastor always makes me laugh. Oh, what was that one again?
What was it? I want to hear it.
Mike, refresh my memory. What was I talking about with the pastors? I got so many of them. Because I know I did date a chick one time where I was the side piece and her man was the pastor.
Pastor of what? At what age?
Of a church. Yeah. Okay, so she went to a church and her man was the pastor, but at the same time,
so she was the first lady.
No, she was a side piece for the pastor, all right, and I was her side piece. Yeah.
What church is this?
This is some church in Orlando. Yeah. So while the pastor had his old lady and he was doing this thing with her, you know what I'm saying? But then when he would dog her, then she would pull me and be like, "Every shot make me feel good."
Oh my Lord.
So
Oh my Lord.
I was a side piece to a side piece. I think that's
A
what he's
side
talking
piece to
about.
the side piece.
Yeah.
What?
I
That's
was
why
side
people
piece. I was side piece the third.
and that's why people don't mess with religion that much anyway, no more. The hump for
Yeah.
Jesus. That's why stuff like that happens because of stuff like that. They just
Yeah.
be people. They just be people. But that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, and he put her in jail too. Yeah, she caught him with, I guess, the another chick or whatever, and they had a fist fight, and he put
What?
her in jail. Yeah, he put her in jail, and then the next day, I'm being Mr. Nice Guy. I go to her
You
house
gonna
after she
get her
gets let
out?
out. Yeah, and I'm like, "What's okay? I'll get you some breakfast. You know, I got a little alcohol
Uh
with the cotton. I'm
yeah.
healing her little wounds and shit. And it's
Right,
okay. It's
right.
all right. It's okay." She's all crying like, "I can't believe it. It's okay. It's okay." And she was back with him 2 days later.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What? Oh, that's all bad. That's all bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
Mike said, "Yeah, that's the one."
That's the story. That
That's
is
the
crazy.
one.
The side piece to the side piece. Then they had a fight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he put her in
Then he
jail, and
put
I
her in
was
jail. Where forgiveness at? Forgiveness. I'm not going back with you if you throw me in jail. I'm not
ooh,
catching no case for you. I ain't sitting in jail. It is over.
nah,
It is
nah,
over.
nah. I mean,
It is
I'm not
over.
gonna say all women, but a lot of women and men too. It's like in most cases, you're never done with that person till that person done with you. You
Right.
know,
Right. That's
so I've seen situations where the dude can do the most vile, crazy shit to you, right? And you'll be crying, "I'm done with that way." You know, when y'all be crying and talking at the same time, I'm done with your shit. I don't want to do this. I don't know. I don't have to do. Yeah, and then literally 2 days later, you're on Facebook with the same guy that hurt you,
the
all in the
same.
camera like this, like me and Babe.
Working it out, working it out. That's because men, they're so convincing to let us know that it's just maybe that was just a bump in the road. Like they get in the ear with that pillow talk, possibly more than you listen to your
See,
friend.
and I don't have that. I wish
Rashad, you lying? You got how many kids you got, Rashad?
I got two.
Oh, okay. Well,
See,
okay.
yeah.
You're right.
So I don't. I wish I had that ability where I fuck up and I can just put that honey in your ear and then you're like, "Oh, Rashad," you know. But typically when I fuck up, I'm just fucked up.
Right,
I'm
right.
done.
You're like, I did that for a reason.
Yeah. They
That's
just don't.
good.
They
No
don't mess with me after.
misappropriations. No
Yeah,
misappropriations.
yeah. My gift to gab is not very good.
Well, it
Okay.
is really good because your channel is amazing. I do really have to give you your props for that. You
Oh, thank
always
you.
keep me laughing. That's why, like, when we first met and I was talking about doing stand up, you are the perfect candidate for it because you just tell what's on your mind. And I think you do a little show every time you do one of your videos on your channel because it is so funny. I mean, you dig out stuff in the archives of my mind. When you think of stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, that is funny. Oh yeah, or how you said it, or this movie
Yeah.
is gumbo. This movie is just a piece of this, a piece of that. It's just like gumbo. I mean, it's just really funny the things that you say.
Oh
So
well, thank
I
you, thank
definitely
you.
think that is your calling. You're very welcome. And your channel definitely from your videos, it's like we all get a piece of that. That's why you're so likable.
Oh well, thank you, thank you. Well,
You're
that
very
also.
welcome.
So even though I didn't get no smoothest from my father, but I did get my crazy. Like sometimes I be saying some stuff, and I'm like, "What the hell did I just say?" And I get that from my father. My father is me with the volume turned all the way up. Okay, so
Okay,
like
okay.
my dad said some wild crap, and I'm like, "Pop, what the hell did you
What
just
did you
say?"
just say?
You know,
Okay,
and I do that sometimes. We got a couple more comments here.
okay.
Blacktastic says, "Sounds like the movie Which Way Is Up." Yeah,
Okay,
very
well, that's
Richard
Richard
Pryor.
Pryor, right? Okay.
Very similar to that. Yeah, when
That
he was
does
messing with the
sound like
pastor's
that.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah,
Black Boy Rob says, "Hey, love the
that's my
reviews,
son.
always great
Yeah.
content." Okay. What's up, Rob?
Okay.
Salute, fam.
Hey, Rob.
Okay, Mike says, "I just want to say, lovely. It's so great to see you doing live streams and expanding your channel. Is so awesome to see." Yes.
Thank
You
you
know,
guys.
you
Even
stay,
though it
you
took
stepped out
me
of your comfort
forever.
zone. Yeah, stepped out
It
of your comfort
was.
zone. Said, "Let's
Oh
do it."
my God. I sent you like three or four links. I was like, we gonna try this. Okay, we gonna try this. I think it's this one. What do I do with this one? Then the laptop, I was, oh my gosh, but I didn't give up, man. Just gotta keep trying. Just gotta keep trying.
Yeah,
so.
I was laughing to myself. I was laughing too. I said, how many links is she gonna send?
I know. And I wanted to respond, but I was like, wait a minute, okay, I gotta get this going. And then I was on live trying to figure out.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, no, this live has been fun. Even though not a whole lot of house party to talk about because neither one of us finished the damn movie.
We didn't finish the movie. So tell me this: if you were to make a house party, a reboot, not like a 3 and 4 or 5, what would you do to it? How would you do it?
Well, I would use the formula from the first movie. Okay, I would make it just as simple as possible.
So now? Okay.
Yeah, make it as simple as possible. Like, put it in a real neighborhood with real situations that would happen. You know what I'm saying? But then just make it as authentic as possible. Like, don't try to go for the laughs. The laughs are gonna come because when you're real, when you're real and you're really yourself, it's gonna come out. But I think a lot of times when comedies fail is when you try hard. Like, okay, how can I get this laugh? How can I get this one last laugh? And it never works. But personally, I wouldn't mess with House Party. I'd be like, let House Party be. I would say let it be. But if somebody put a gun to my head and said, Rashad, do another House Party movie, that's how I would do it.
That's how you would do it. Would you include like the technology from all these times? I mean, it would be right now. I mean, so how would you do it? Like, you would do it the same way, just do everything where, the kid snuck out, maybe make it a girl or something, and she sneaks out to a party and her mama is looking for her. That might have been a good thing. And
I think what I would do is probably hang out at as many high schools as possible. Like I would probably go to my daughter's high school and just like hang out and just listen. Just listen to how they talk, watch how they move, you know what I'm saying? And take notes, you know what I mean? Because I want it to be as authentic as possible. I want you to see my movie and say, I can relate to that. I'm that person.
I can relate. Okay. How kids are. We can relate to that. I do agree.
Right. Because I find myself saying some stuff. My kids be like, "Cap." I didn't know what capping was until my son had to break it down to me. He's like, "Oh, Dad, that's cap."
My kids too.
Like, Dad, that's cap. I'm like, "What does cap mean? What are you talking about?"
You're lying. It's like, what is it? Okay. Like, cap is like, okay, you know what cap is. When a person is lying, they basically trying to gas you up or something. Right. But then gaslighting was something that everybody uses, and I didn't really even know what gaslighting was. I was like, gaslighting means that you telling them to go do it, but gaslighting is like if you pump somebody up or something to go do it or something.
What that is? Back in the day, we just said gassing. You'd be like, yo, you gassed up, son. Yo, you gassed up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we used it back then. Yeah. Like if I say if I'm trying to blow smoke up your ass, like, man, you got the best, this and the best that, and I'm gassing you up. I'm exaggerating, making you feel better than what I actually feel about you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, want to know a fun fact? What you got, Mike? What's the fun fact?
What is it?
And I guess we'll wait for the fun fact.
Okay.
But
okay, but that's just like I felt when I got out of the movie and I was like, that shit is whack. That shit is whack. I mean, nobody says whack. I mean, they basically
I still say it.
I say it too.
Yeah.
But people say like trash, huh? It's like, oh, that's trash. Like everybody throws some trash. I was like, it is whack. This is whack.
Yeah. Well, okay, I know you got daughters too, right? So I don't know if they do this here, but my daughter drives me crazy because she overuses the word bruh. Everything is bruh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bruh. Man, bruh. Come on, bruh. Yeah. I'm like, Renaya, stop saying bruh.
Yeah. Yes.
That does not sound good coming out of a girl's mouth.
Okay, exactly. I think my daughter is more with the bro. Are you the bro? She's more the bro. And obviously I'm a female, but it's like, nah, bro. Like, don't do that. So, bro. I think that's more the bro is like, because you down there in the South, and then over here, they're more, bro. But it's basically the same thing. It's the same thing, So,
because she hits me with that. To my, come on, bro. I say, hey, I ain't no bro. I'm your goddamn dad.
Yeah. I think it is bro and bro because they say that when they're just about irritated and they're about to
Mm-hmm.
say something that's like, okay, come on. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, but look, hey, we was there too because I know I was saying stuff when I was a shorty, and pops is like, "Boy, talk English, man. I don't understand that shit." My father always
Right,
said that,
right.
like, "Man, I don't understand that. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I mean that,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I mean
mean,
is not
yeah,
a
I
word."
mean.
He says, "Say,
Speak
do you
English.
understand?" Yeah,
Speak
English.
English. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's slang. Exactly. So now
yeah,
I speak too. I speak street and I speak job. Those are the two
right.
things.
Okay. Fun
Okay.
fact is my first ever live stream. Rashad was my first guest. Yep, that's true.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh my
that's true.
gosh. I
Yeah,
love that. That is what's
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And I
So
bet you it went a lot smoother, but definitely then I hope that this is going to help bring my channel the love that it needs for Lovely's movie reviews by
yeah.
having you, because Mike's is doing amazing. You guys are doing
Mhm.
amazing. And I'm just going to stay at it, definitely. So,
Oh no, definitely. Yo, you do good numbers. Like I see your views, like the numbers on your videos. You get some good numbers.
is
So
it
so yeah,
then?
your charisma and energy just like attracts people and they
They come
watch.
and watch it. They be like, all
Yeah,
right, then come back. So I gotta,
right.
I'm gonna just start trying to post as much as I can about so many different things. And
Hmm.
for you definitely being on, and then for Blacktastic giving his thing, and then for my daughter, me and her have a good energy together. So I'm gonna just keep
Right.
going. I noticed that you do things that you definitely just keep with the content. So I think I'm more nervous about putting it out, and then it's like, okay, 5 people, but I guess I
Hmm.
can't look at that. I just got to make another one, just make
Oh
another
yeah.
one, make another one. It's like a numbers game. When you're looking for a job, the more you put in, the better
Hmm.
results you're going to get. So,
And you be surprised who watches your stuff. Like I mean, I
okay.
actually run into people a couple of times. We're like, oh yeah, Rashad, I've seen your channel. I mean, well, people
Really?
that I already know, like not strangers. I'm
For
not that
real?
big yet, but it's some like people that I actually know that
Yeah.
I never knew watch
That,
my channel.
okay, that are
Yeah,
watching it. Okay. All
right. So I,
right.
I ran I ran to a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time, but we follow each other on social media. And
Yeah.
I ran into him at a restaurant. He says, "Oh man," he said, "I like your channel, man. Your stuff is good." I
Ah,
said,
that's
"You watch
tight.
the channel?" I said, "Well, next time leave a comment or something, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know
Oh,
that you're watching."
exactly. Those comments are really good. So people,
Hmm.
that you're connecting with them. So I
Right.
think that's a good thing too. So I could feel that
Yeah,
more when people have comments. Yeah.
for sure. For sure. Cool to the foolers. What's good, y'all? What's up, cool? Salute, brother.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you
All
so much
right.
for coming. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
So like we were saying about house party, back to house party.
Hmm.
what what is one of your favorite parts from the original movie?
Oh, everything. I
The
can
whole movie.
like you. I could quote that movie verbatim. The
Me
dance
too.
off,
Oh
which I don't know. Well, I know you probably didn't get to that part, but they copied that whole dance off scene with Kid and Play versus Sydney and Shireen.
yeah.
They actually copied that. Yes, they did.
Oh wow.
I was insulted.
Why?
They even did the Kid and Play dance too. I'm like, no.
No, that one
Ugh.
probably was a no.
Yeah, no,
So that
but to me the whole movie, man, from Pops, John Witherspoon,
yeah.
that shit was funny when he was like, I'm calling the police. These kids are driving me
I'm
crazy with all this
calling the
noise. Yeah,
police.
wait. And then talking about, I got the wrong number too, baby. Hold on. Go on dance with your big ass. Go on dance.
Right. Mine's is like, yeah. When he's talking about the people, why? With you by yourself must be that watermelon head. Did you
It
got
was bad.
look, hey baby, hi. Thinking he's still a player. What is
Yeah,
wife right there? Hey baby, hi. You
yeah.
should see the dress this girl got on, just 2 inches from above the
Yeah,
face.
because she was
Oh
like,
my gosh, that's hilarious.
Walter, oh baby, shut up. I'm just playing with her.
You know I'm just playing with these kids. Call them on
Oh man.
yourself. You're the only one making us. I mean, we could do this
We
whole
could do
movie. I know I
all
can.
day, man.
I
All day. Matter of
definitely know
fact,
I
I
can.
was talking to my cousin on the phone and I quoted the one scene where after Kid did full force, right? They're walking back to the car. And he was
Yeah.
like, man, we should go back in there and kick some fucking ass, And he's like, yeah, we gonna bust their ass when they come running out the burning house.
Is it
Burn it house?
house?
Burn it house. Whoa, stab, wait.
He said, now you didn't go too far. And he said, well, do I smell pussy? Do I smell pussy? What you in front of me? Come on. He's like, well, I just want to have some fun. I want to burn these people up.
Yeah. He's like, Stab, why you want to burn these people up? What are you doing?
But you know what? That's when they were running. They were still going. They were still going to do it. But when you think about it, that's kind of ruthless. He was really gonna burn the house up, but it's like now when I saw it again, I was like, "That is ruthless." He was really gonna
burn them up. Yeah, that's why it's like, "Whoa, Stab, wait a minute."
Like, whoa! Now you didn't go too far. And then how you got those? Them two cops was able to put them inside the car. That's why I'm like, and they all sitting back there because you know, full force on Swole. They all sitting back there. He could even get up there. He trying to talk about it. And I'm like, he was like, you know what? That's why I was like, come on now, as big as they are, and he was able to just they was just going willingly inside this car. Okay.
And the cops told me, hey, let's take him down to the docks. Nobody can hear him scream. Oh,
right. No, my favorite part. Look, the whole movie. We can do this. No, my favorite part.
Yo, even the credits. You see, because the whole credits, Pops is beating the shit out of kid.
He's like, woo, you thought you... What does he say that part?
He said, just because you yellow, I'm supposed to be mellow. Hell no.
He's like, he, or something about a horse or something.
He said, I'm going to give you a whooping from now on. I'm going to whoop the cowboy shit out of you.
And then at the end, you see the very, very end when the roof lands on the two cops. Yeah. So definitely.
Yeah, that whole movie, that's the one movie where I would dare anybody to point out any flaw. There's nothing negative I can say about that movie, man. I remember when I first watched it, probably the part that I laughed at the most when I was younger was when Martin kept going to the window. He's like, Shireen! And that big dude opens the window up.
And then Play trying to take off. He was like, why are you gonna leave me? There's no reason for both of us to get in the house. Come on.
Oh man, so many great moments, man. That movie, yo, A+, that OG, you know what I'm saying? And then of course you have the sequels. You have 2 was okay.
2 was that when Play was getting married or no? He was at college and he kept.
That's when Kid was at college, yeah.
And he kept the money for the thing because he thought he was going to be a celebrity or something.
Right. He gave the money to a fake music producer who stole it. So they had to have a pajama jammy jam to raise the money for kids' tuition. Yeah.
And I think that was the first time I've seen like a pajama jammy. And I think after that, it just never stopped with people having pajama jams, like pajama parties, you know, like I remember that. That was the beginning.
Yeah. So 2 was decent. 3 was bad, but 3 had a couple of good moments in there. But 3
in the moments when a girl was dancing, that was about it. Well, no, it was a lot because you had Immature in there. You had Immature. I do, and then you had Bernie Mac. He was really funny.
Yeah. And then the mom. I know. I remember you. They used to call you Jawbone.
Right. Come on, Jawbone. Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny. He made that movie funny. And then it was that. And then when they went to go do the food, like I thought that was funny. It was like prison food, not prison food, but cell-made.
Yeah, it was
catering.
like a prison restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, I thought that stuff was funny. That was pretty funny.
Okay, Black Tass says my favorite scene in the original House Party when Kid was rapping in the jail to keep people off his booty.
Exactly. The sign him up that says "Do not enter."
Yeah, that shit was dope. D Movie Man says we need a virtual house party short film with Lovely, Rashad G, Blacktastic, and some of the other Black YouTubers. I'm sure would be infinitely more entertaining than this film. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Well, look, I'd have to play the John Witherspoon character because I think I'm more close to him in personality. I'm just like I'm a grumpy old man now.
All right, so you can play John Witherspoon. Okay.
Say, hey, I spent $15,000 for this damn house now. Shit.
Right.
Who else is that? Who's that? A Public Enema? What's it? Public Enema?
That is so true. I can imagine. We could definitely do that. Definitely. Yes. And I would be probably, I don't know what character.
Shireen?
I don't know. Probably Shireen. Because, when I look back at that time, I used to dance. I used to be part of a dance crew. So we
Mhm.
used to go and do all that type of dancing. I mean, you'll really be out there sweating on the dance floor,
Right.
like doing all kind of dance because we practice it. And we
Mhm.
practiced during the week before a party came. So we would
Yeah.
do those dance moves too. So I remember being a part of stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, and wait, come to think about it, there were some things in that first house party that probably would get canceled today.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
like what
like
parts? Like, let me see.
well, okay, so where kid said how he didn't have sex with Sydney because he didn't have no rubber, right? And remember
Okay.
play was like, yo, we're talking about
Well,
Sydney.
Sydney,
Good
yeah,
hair,
good hair.
deaf
What did he
body.
say? Deaf body. He said that's
Yeah.
the woman's problem. He driving too. That's the
What?
woman problem. You don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
Yep. Yeah,
So
I
they
said,
were
ooh, that
still
said that
trying to
that would
throw a
not fly
message on her.
today.
Or the thing he said, yeah, you need to go to her. You can't deal with a project girl. He said, oh, you gonna diss her just because she live in the projects? He was like, man,
Yeah.
you can't have that. You have Sydney. She has a house with a rec
Yeah.
room.
Yeah,
That
you
is
know what
funny.
time it is. Like, how's it look going in and sit with Uncle Fester? That's Uncle Otis. Whatever.
What they say?
um, Black Boy Rob says in the original one, I love the Jerry curl scene. Yeah, drip. Yeah, follow the drip.
Yes,
Follow the
that's
drip.
yes, I know about hair being wet now.
What? Okay, let
Follow
me.
the
Did
drip.
you have
Follow
a
the
Jerry
drip.
curl?
Huh?
Being from Cali, I know you had a Jerry curl back in the day.
Yes, yes, that was a curl. I remember I used to have a Jerry curl too. Did you used to have a Jerry curl?
Hell no. Now I had a high top fade, but I didn't have a Jerry curl
No,
though. Yeah.
no, you did not have high top A.
Well,
Was
it
it swoop
wasn't.
to
It
the side
wasn't.
like
It
Ubby?
wasn't like kid. It was probably
Was it
about maybe
oh, it was just straight
about
box?
like that high.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Oh my
I had I
gosh.
had I
I
had the
was
high top
jealous.
fade. I had a widow's peak also. You know, so
No, you
I thought the
didn't.
widow's peak was
The
cool.
little
Yeah.
the widow's pick, the Eddie Munster. You had
Yeah.
the Eddie Munster.
Yep. Yep.
See, so people probably called you kid too because you yellow like kids. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because back then it was a kid in play. Big Daddy Kane. He was real
yeah, that
large
whole
in New
thing.
York. You
So
know.
yeah, D
Yeah.
Nice. No,
Yeah.
is it D Nice? Nas, D Nice. All of them had
Yeah.
that.
D Nice. De
I
La
had
Soul. Remember the De La Soul? You know.
I had the
So.
girl though. I never used to put stuff in it because it would ruin my clothes. It would ruin the shoulders of my clothes. It would ruin my mama car. You know, the
Yeah.
Cadillac. She had the what is it with the material back there? Not the leather ones, but the like
Yeah, it was
the
like plush or
fabric.
some
Yeah,
shit like
plush
that.
and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, do not lean up. I had to ride in a car like this. I could not put my head back on that rest because my Jerry curl would mess it up. So I never
So
used to put the stuff in it. It'd
so
just
so
be like
did
a
you walk
fluffy
around like
afro.
just did you
I
like
didn't put nothing in it. I didn't put nothing in it.
so
So
it was
it
dry
just
so
be like
you had a
a
dry curl?
blowout. I had
Oh
they
wow.
used to talk about me. It used to be the driest Jerry curl in the West. Because they knew it was a Jerry curl, but I would never put the stuff in it because I hated
Oh
it
wow.
dripping everywhere. I hated
Yeah,
it dripping. So
damn.
follow the drip, follow the drip. That I think they used that joke for so long.
hmm
Robin Harris made that joke so funny for
Robin
so
Harris, rest in
long.
peace, man. Damn,
Yeah, rest
like
in peace.
what could have been with this? I think that was the last movie he
Yeah.
did. Well, actually, that
Harlem
same year.
Nights.
No, that same year he did Mo Better Blues also. So I forgot if Mo
He
Better
did More
Blues or
Better
House
Blues.
Party came
Okay,
first.
I
Yeah,
forgot he did More Better Blues.
yeah.
But
They
then he
came out
did.
the
When
same
did he
year.
do House Party? I mean Harlem Nights. I'm sorry,
That
Harlem
was the
Nights.
year. That was the year prior. That was '89.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
he died. He died in 1990, like right after House Party came out. So he might have did Mo Better
Oh, okay.
Blues before House Party, but yeah, he could have had
Yeah,
a career, man. He
there.
was
Yeah.
hilarious.
He
Yeah, he was.
was. He really was. And
Mhm.
then he was the first one that really passed away, and everybody was like, "Dang!" Like we missed him as a comedian actor. Like at first, we were like, "Dang!" It happened. Just
Right.
it seemed so sudden. You know, it
hmm
seemed very sudden.
And how
So
young he was too. You know, he was only 36 when he died.
I do not believe that. He looks so much
Yeah,
older. I'm sorry.
yeah.
He really does. You ever watch Fat Tuesdays? It's a thing on Netflix. Is it Netflix or Hulu, I think, but they talk about Fat Tuesdays, which is
hmm
on the Sunset Strip, the comedy store. And they talk about how Tuesdays was so popular. Guy Tori used to host it. And they would talk about all the celebrities that would come through, and then they'd talk about all the people that had made it from there. And they talked about Robin Harris, how he would come through, and then how he made it and stuff like that.
hmm
And I mean, even though he was only 36, he looked so much older. For some reason, he looked
Right.
so much older, but that was just the way he was. So
Yeah, well, I
I
think he had a lot of ailments too. I think he had heart
think
disease
so
and
too.
all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
he died of a heart attack. So but
well,
36
Adele, is
heart
that
attack.
I'm on Adele. Is that her name? What's the lady with the long nails and the short line
Oh,
hair?
that's Lunel.
Lunel. Okay, I'm
Lunel,
talking about
yeah.
Adele. Okay, see, okay, her, Adele. What is it?
Mhm.
Lunel.
Lunel,
Lunel.
yeah, Lunel,
Okay.
yeah.
She was talking about she would go out with him and stuff like that. Like they would go out and they would just go eat. And he would be eating like a whole big meal. And she
Oh
would be like,
wow.
I still have stuff to do. And they'd be both sitting up on the couch sleep because they didn't have greens and black eyed
Mm.
peas and neck bones and all of that. She said he never stopped eating that same way. And
Oh
instead of having
wow.
like something quick, a quick meal, he would always go like to a soul food restaurant and eat all kind of just big heavy meals like that all the time. So she said we
Damn.
supposed to be doing, going to do some stuff when we sitting on the couch sleep because that food will put you to sleep.
What?
So
Give you the itis quick. Go to real all that
for
greasy
real,
ribs
for
and
real.
neck bones and shit.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that's like hard to eat just throughout the day. That would make you
Hmm.
sleepy.
Yeah. Black Tat says, come on, who Kamain dope flat top? Who's that? Kamain? K-Main?
Come
Or is he
in.
trying to say Kane?
Probably Kane. Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
Kane, with the flat
probably
top.
Kane. Yeah, because Big Daddy Kane had the dope flat top, man. Like, but
He did.
now the Bobby Brown, I wasn't bold enough
That
to try
was
that.
my
Yeah, because
prerogative.
Bobby Brown had the Gumby. You
Had
know what
the
I'm saying?
gummies
I
stick to the
wasn't bold
side,
enough to
like
try that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was cool. In the when they had the new edition story, they
Hmm.
said that it was a mistake. Like the barber did it by mistake, but then it started
Right.
being his signature thing. So yeah,
Hmm.
I used to see a lot of people with that too. I mean,
Oh
all
yeah.
those were popular.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And remember the two pocket juice where he had the high top, but he had like the part that like kind of divided it.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did have the part that divided it. He
Right.
did. Or I want to say the lines, but actually my daughter does that right now. She with the lines in it. She
Oh, and the
does the lines in
eyebrows.
the
Okay.
brows. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very iconic, very popular. So she brought that back. Definitely bringing that
Yeah. I
back.
mean, I know you look at my bald head now, but listen, I done had a flat top. I done had a high top.
for,
I done had waves. Okay. I done had, little
oh my,
waves or
not the
whatever.
finger waves. Not the
I
finger
had wave.
waves.
No, not the finger
Yeah.
waves, but when you keep brushing, you put the wave cap
Oh,
on.
the waves. Okay,
Waves,
because I
yeah.
used to have a finger wave. Yeah.
I had waves. I had a mohawk.
Okay, a mohawk, or like a black
I
hawk or
went to
something.
school with a Mr. T mohawk.
Okay. Hey,
I
I
got
like mohawks. I think mohawks look cool on kids. My son
yeah,
had a mohawk before, and he dyed it blue. I think it was like blue.
really.
So yeah,
I'm gonna say
mohawks
I
are
got the
cool.
picture. I got the picture. I'm gonna send you the picture. Yeah, I
Okay.
was in 11th grade and I had a damn Mr. T mohawk and I with a New York Giants jersey on.
I
And
gotta okay, we gonna swap pictures because I got a picture too that I dug up out of my photo album, and it is me with one side is real short, and then it
mm,
goes like with the curls, and it's like a stack curl, and then one side is long. So like, what's
oh,
that? Like a salt pepper.
like Pepper. Yeah, like Pepper. Okay.
I used to
Yeah.
wear that. I used
Okay.
to have that. And it used to
Yeah.
be so small you could roll it with rice. It goes small and then bigger, 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 bigger. So it's a stack, and then this side is just long. Yeah, I
Hmm.
used to wear that with the curled under thing. Yep.
And see,
Never could grow your hair back the right way because one side was always shorter. You got to wear that style every day. You got to
right,
wear it every day because one side is short and one side is long. So
right.
I definitely remember wearing that style.
But now you see all these old school styles we're talking about. That was
Yeah,
all in the original movie. That movie
it was.
was an innovator. It started a lot of trends, and then
It did.
you got to think too when the first House Party came out. This was when hip hop was just becoming mainstream.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's true.
mean? So
That's true.
that movie actually helped propel hip hop into to the masses. And because House Party, we got movies like New Jack City and Juice and
True.
Boys in the Hood.
True.
You
Yeah,
know, like it just started with that one. Also, with Spike Lee
I,
and Do the Right Thing, and then House Party, then all those movies came after that.
I agree.
So I would dare anybody to say anything that's innovative about this new House Party.
That's true, because it's not
Right.
at all. But see, here's what's interesting about it. You know that one of the original creators, he had a hand in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
His name is, I think it's
Uh,
either Reginald Hudlin or
Reginald.
one.
Well, he's credited as this the story, like as far as like he created the House Party universe,
Oh,
but
that's what it was.
yeah, yeah, but he has nothing to do with this.
He
Like
had
they
nothing
just
to do, because
right,
that's why I was like, okay, but the story is by him. But no, you're saying the
nah,
story is by, okay, so that's
yeah.
what
So
it is.
that's
So
almost like
I
if they
was
make
misinformed, you guys. I was misinformed, because
right.
I was
So
like, no, he had something to do with this and he did this. Like, that's the
nah,
only reason why I did it.
nah.
You
No,
know, the only reason.
they just credited him as Star. That's almost like they
Because
make
the
the
original.
Mandalorian. George Lucas has nothing to do with the Mandalorian, but they'll say Star Wars created by George Lucas. They'll give him that credit, but
Oh,
you
I
know what I
see.
mean?
The
Yeah,
original creator. Yeah.
right,
Okay.
right. So so yeah, my grade for that movie, I gave that shit an F minus minus minus
Minus,
minus.
minus, minus. You saw, I just was like, it is whack. It is really,
Yeah.
really whack. I did not like it at all. I ended up just walking out just like you did. So I was like, this is just horrible. I mean, I
Hmm.
definitely think that it is a miss. It just, I don't know. Because a miss is almost giving it credit. Like, it almost could
Right,
have made it. It's just,
right.
it was so much about it that I did not like. So I don't know. They
Yeah.
would have to do better on that one. So
Yeah, and I wish people would stop capping for it. I mean, but at the same time, if you like it, you like it. You know, this is all subjective, but stop capping for that movie, man. If you know it's bad, say it's bad. Because some people would be like, "Well, it's black, so I'm gonna give it a pass," and say like, "Yeah,
I
no,
don't
no, no,
like
no, no,
it.
no, no.
Yeah.
We must demand more for
More.
from ourselves." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Black
that's true.
excellence. Like we were headed in the right direction with Black Panther and Get Out
Yeah.
and movies
Yeah.
like that. You know, but shit like this is taking us backwards.
Take us back. Yeah, it took
Yeah.
us back. It definitely took us back to some time too. But I know it's a different time out there. I don't want to keep you too long. What do you
Yeah.
have coming up on your channel soon?
Well, I just dropped my new review for BMF for the second episode.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it really good? Let me tell you something. My
Yes.
oldest daughter loves that show. I mean,
Hmm.
you can't even talk to her when she is watching it. You know, sometimes a person can answer you like, oh, okay, so and so. She
Right.
would be like this. Okay, hold on, hold on. And I'm like, how are you into this that much? But it's really that good, huh?
I love it. Now the first season was a little, I guess, because when the first season came out, I was still in Power mindset. You know
Okay,
what I'm
Power
saying?
Man.
BMF is totally different from Power. So
Is it?
I went into the show thinking Power, so it took me a while to adjust. But once I adjusted, I love it. Like we're on season
Is
2
it
right
really
now,
good?
and
Is it
I dig
about?
this show.
It's just about. I mean, it's a true story, right?
Yeah, this
About
is the
these
true story
two
about the Black
brothers.
Mafia family. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
So it's okay. Because she tries to tell me about it, but I guess I'm just, I'm not listening so much. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just about them selling drugs back in the day, but it's a lot more to the story. It's basically a good story. It's written by 50 Cent.
Well, he's the
Or
executive
was the
producer.
truth? It's okay. He's the
Yeah.
producer, but these are just real things that have happened.
Yeah,
And
so BMF was started by these two brothers, Big Meech and Southside T, right? And
okay,
they had the biggest drug organization like in the world back in the 90s. Like they like if
okay.
anybody bought cocaine, it went back to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Oh,
came
okay.
like they was on the level of like a Pablo Escobar almost. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys,
Mm.
like if you listen to certain rappers, they'll mention like, if you listen to Jeezy or Rick Ross, they'll mention Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay, okay.
he was the guy. So yeah, it's about these two brothers that started this organization. They grew up poor, had a humble upbringing, both parents in the household, but they had dreams of making it big, making money, and they had like the biggest drug organization in the world.
Oh, so that
Yeah.
is just basically taking. How many seasons is it?
This on the second season right now, so
Oh, so
we're
it's just
two.
barely on the second. Okay.
Right,
All
right,
right.
right.
So it's
So,
still
so also
where
all the big time fictional drug deals that you like, Nino Brown and your boy from Paid in Full, that goes
it's
back to
all
Big
coming
Meech,
off of
man.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The Black
So you
Mafia
just dropped
family.
that. Okay. So
Hmm.
you dropped that. And what else do you have coming like in the next week or so?
So
'Cause-
today's Saturday. So tomorrow
yeah.
I'm dropping my season finale review for Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
is good. Where do you find the time to watch these things?
I have no life at besides I work, kids, and then content.
Okay, work, kids, content. Okay, so I gotta cut something out. It must be, I
Yeah,
don't know, the makeup and the hair is take because I am Black Tattoo would tell you I'm constantly like, okay, I gotta find time to
right.
do it because he helps a lot. He's like, okay, well, you're thinking about doing a thing, which I'm
Hmm.
thankful for. Because
Right.
sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't even want to think about that. But let
Hmm.
me, then it's like, oh, well, I missed that. Okay, but let me try. So you just constantly keep your content
Right.
going and then watching stuff and getting it ready. So
Right,
okay,
right, yeah,
okay,
and plus, it doesn't take me long to make videos because I just get in front of the camera. I do what I do, and then because I barely have to cut. Sometimes I have to cut a little bit, but for the most part,
okay,
I can do it one take. And so
okay.
put it out there, the intro, outro, thumbnail, boom, within an hour, or so I got my video up.
I see.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Yeah,
Mine's like a big production, you see, but I'm
right.
working on cutting some of the corners with that and maybe doing like a couple all in one time. The ones that I have coming up, you guys,
Hmm.
for next week is I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I do
Okay.
know it's going to be part two to the Prince Harry thing that still talks about racism. So depending on what they're still going for that, I still have because me and my daughter actually talked for a long time about it, but I
Hmm.
cut it to make it short. But we'll probably get into that and then get into colorism. But then also, I wanted to talk about a lot of things that are going on. Like, I wanted to get into more about the latest news. I mean, not so much being mean like Wendy Williams and just talking about gossip and talking about people, but I
Right.
definitely listen to a lot of that stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to start bringing things like that. So, what's going on? Of course, we already know Tory Lanez went to jail.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did he really do it? Does he even remember doing it? We have that. And then the thing with Drake, they're trying to say
Hmm.
he had something to do with XX Temptation. Temptation. My daughter would get me for saying
Really,
it wrong, saying he had
really.
something to do with that. Yes, they're actually subpoenaed him to come to court, but they don't want him. The lawyer of the guys who are on trial for shooting him said that Drake had something to do with it. Drake actually and the Migos, but they subpoenaed them to try to come to court, but they're not going to come. And the judge threw it out, and now the lawyer is saying it's because they know it has something to do with it. So these are some
Wow.
interesting things, yeah, that I definitely want to bring to light. So I definitely will start talking about that. I do like
Oh,
that element of it because watching movies, man, if you see how it was that last time, I mean, I was just like, oh, I'm so angry,
yeah.
but I definitely want to do
Well,
stuff
I
like
want
that.
to hear about that. Yeah. So when you drop that, I
Do
definitely
you?
want to hear about it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will work on that. Matter of fact, note to self, I might need to do that now when we get out so I can
Yeah.
have things ready. So as I go through the work week with taking Chris to school and stuff, I can go
Mhm.
ahead and just start dropping them. So I'm
Okay. Yeah.
really
Exactly.
looking
'Cause that's
forward
my
to that.
first time hearing about that.
Really? Yes,
Yeah.
I've been hearing about it. I've been
Mhm.
hearing about it. And then I even have the part when they were in court and they were saying that, okay, the lawyer is saying, okay, we're going to subpoena him because if you see, he said this, that, and the third, and blase, blase about it. And I guess DJ Academics knew something about it too, but they're all saying that they have a lot to do with it because I guess Drake was talking about not Drake, XX Temptation, talked about everybody, but he was talking about Drake.
Mhm.
And one of his last Instagrams said, like, if I end up dead, Drake did it. So
Oh
they're trying
shit.
to use that, but now it's a law saying you can't use lyrics and stuff like that. You can't use
Yeah.
that, even though it wasn't a lyric, but you can't use that type of stuff in court. But he's saying it has something to
Well,
do with Drake.
hell, in that case, free C Murder. Then that's why they locked C Murder up.
Did over things like that that was in his
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, his name is C Murder, and
So
he
that
talks
right
about
there.
yeah, yeah. So he's doing a life sentence because of that.
I
But
wonder what happened. That's the one that looks exactly like he looks just like
Master
what's
P.
his name? Yeah, he does. Just
Yeah.
like a lighter version of him. But I
Right.
wonder,
That's his
they
brother.
said he did something. No, wait a minute. They said he did something in a club, like a shooting, and a lot of
Hmm.
people said that he did it, but I guess that he didn't do it or something
Right.
like
Right. He
that.
didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
he's
they but
still in
they
jail for
use his
that.
lyrics again. They use his lyrics and his name against him to give him that sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they can't do that. They're trying to do that, a lot of it, but I think that's a new law that you can't do that. But back with
Wow.
Drake and XX Sensation Tente, my daughter would kill me if I say it wrong.
You
Back
know,
with
I
that,
can't say it either. Don't worry, I
I
can't
can't
say it
say
either.
it right. Yeah, they're
Well,
saying that
wow, but
it has to do.
the ironic thing about that is the softest motherfucker in hip hop is
Yeah,
responsible for the death of another rapper. Like
and right. It doesn't
Drake
make
has got to be the
sense. It
softest
just
guy in rap,
He
man.
has
Like,
to. But I
yeah.
guess it has to do with, okay, they're just saying because of his new song has to do with him having mob ties, okay, to Jay Prince, because Jay Prince is supposed to be affiliated with what happened to Takeoff.
Right.
I mean, it's Takeoff, right? Yeah, for Takeoff,
Yeah.
what happened to Takeoff was Jay Prince. And I guess they have mob ties and all this other stuff. So,
Oh, wow.
you know, who really knows what's going on behind the industry and things like
Yeah.
that? I think it's all affiliated with these record labels because they're putting out insurances on them. So if they do get killed, you know, they're going to be the ones that have the money. You know,
Damn.
that's the main thing. They're getting a lot of the insurance on their rappers, but having them as the beneficiaries. So a lot of times when people die, you hear their music just keeps playing and playing. All that stuff and royalties is going straight to the record company, record labels. So the families aren't getting a chance to see it, even though most people want to hear it right after the person passed away. They want to go to the music. Oh, this person died. Let me hear their music now. So now they're you know, doing stuff like that. So
which that's funny how right before Biggie's last CD came out, he died like what, a week or two before Life After Death came out.
Life After Death. And it's crazy. And then your single is I'm Going Back to Cali, and you got killed in Cali. I always felt that they shouldn't have played that. I thought that was always so disrespectful.
Right.
You're playing I'm going. He's showing like I'm trying to be cool with Cali. Like we're good, you know. And then you're dead. You got killed in Cali. I always thought that was so disrespectful. I hated that they did that. I hated it.
Well, he should have known better not to go to Cali, and Diddy should not even have put him in that position to go to Cali. So I mean, not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I just like with Drake I feel Diddy had a lot to do with Biggie's untimely death.
I do too. I feel like Diddy he's really shady. He's really shady. It's a lot about him that we don't know. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel that he's done a lot of things. Like I see all these things about how he'll sign people, but then he won't put them out or something like that. They won't money anymore. I mean, Craig Mack is an example of that. Craig Mack is horrible, and he passed away, but he passed away with nothing. So I want to say
he helped start Bad Boy, you know.
Yeah, he's one of the main ones. So I do think that Puppy was stepping on anybody he could to be where he's at right now. And now, in my opinion, he looks like he just stays kind of tipsy, kind of drunk all the time, or you know, like
he's loved now. You know, I'm loved.
Oh, he's loved now. Okay, he's spreading the love. He's loved now. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm definitely with that gossip. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot more of that. Me talking about stuff like that.
and watch your views and subscribers.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the things that, because when you said that, I was like, no. Let me tell you this. It's because of this, because those are the things. And the more I'm doing movie reviews, I feel like I don't want to hate movies, but I feel like I'm starting to. Let me just do more than just a movie and actually going to the movie, having see a movie, sit down and watch a movie. And then, so let me just, broaden that. So,
right.
You already know how I feel, so appreciative of your time today and being patient with me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody for watching. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and look for Rashad's videos that are coming up. And also look for me. So we'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Peace in the bottle of hair grease.
Okay. I don't even know how. Okay, let me see.
Oh, Lord. This is the